together in every phase.
Welcome to this special edition of Madden 24 on the second eve of WrestleMania, which is currently in Las Vegas for the second time.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team
Unlike previous WrestleManias, not every WrestleMania has had a host, and this year it's a little bit different considering now John Cena is retired.
Touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. Bringing them out is the pocket passer from Purdue, rookie Aiden O'Connell.
For every rookie prospect, there are always nerves involved in this moment. Running your team out to start a game. But there's a reason they brought him in. We're willing to make him their starter today. They believe he can overcome those nerves and lead his team to a victory. We saw him doing it at the collegiate level and really make himself into a leader and someone you can envision doing the exact same thing here in the NFL.
First carry for Josh Jacobs.
Oh.
There he goes left side. Down the left sideline. He may go. It's a big play there for Vegas. 62 yards. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
Here's Jacobs. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
Jacobs.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
Jacobs. Fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all. Down to 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
I press square to go jump over there.
And that makes the score 7-0. That time 75-yard drive.
40-46. Wow. This first make the shit out of Green Bay.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The new look Jets ready to go.
Oh shit.
And it is the
Aaron
Rodgers at quarterback.
After years of
I don't have me on this.
idea, the 4-time MVP finally
I'm in week 10 and I only have 1,000 yards.
Guiding himself to the
Yeah,
Jets.
week 10 I don't have less than 1,000 yards.
This is a chance to have one more crowning achievement.
I got less than 1,000 yards.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll get this to the 24, and it's 2nd down. The numbers for
I was looking up like different controller prices.
2 trips to the end zone.
Yeah, one of those like $40-something.
Yards.
And going back and watching the film,
like they literally had like
every kind of
$40.
run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come, we get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Now Rodgers.
Oh, I had it in my hands. Oh, you fucking dropped it.
It's going to bring up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. touchdown. Jacoby Myers, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, end zone. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in.
Hall again on second down. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
To keep me down.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more?
You hit me
or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
He
was well last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense.
So, what you want to do?
Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity.
Are you serious right now?
Number of carries.
You really just did the Michael Jackson thing on me?
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Rodgers going to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to have a 3rd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see him play like that, where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. First time that they called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down. Back to the ground with Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those.
Hey, you guys, why you lie?
And gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Oh, fucking had it too.
Garrett Wilson, the one he was looking for.
Broken collarbone. I didn't know you had a broken collarbone.
In search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And this
Come on.
And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Rodgers to throw for it on 4th. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
14-0 the score.
Come on,
this is the
man.
NFL on EA Sports.
They got 70 yards rushing. What?
The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter as they go to work
Said,
on a first and goal.
Oh, shit. Yo, what do you remember most about that cartoon?
Yeah. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal?
Ooh.
Ball again. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Yeah.
Breece Hall taking it in from a yard out. And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
Yeah.
Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the
field. Doing a little walk of fame over here.
The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop him.
And I haven't met an offensive line
He said, "Oh, it's a piece of
now
shit."
running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Morstead out
You think
now
that's cool
following the
uniforms in the
touchdown
game?
to kick.
Because I can honestly tell you,
and the drive will start at the 25.
all the like actual
they currently sit
like,
one game over
things that
500
I've seen,
thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles,
I can honestly
really
say that most of the time,
team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them.
like you see Carolina, you see Jacksonville, they have cool uniforms.
But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
I'm trying to think.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Throwing on 3rd, O'Connell. In the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down. And they're by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake, here's O'Connell. And this is dropped.
I did again.
It's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Now it's 2nd and 10. To throw here, O'Connell. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had no man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Fakes the handoff. Now O'Connell to throw. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt.
Gives on.
This is taken at about the 14. That's a 49-yard punt. 8, though, on the return.
Got to go. You got to go.
Breece Hall helped leading out this offense for another series. You look at the numbers on the year, up over 1,100 yards now, and the last drive had a touchdown as well. Everybody offensively just seems to be in cohesion, don't they?
They do, and when you look at this rushing total, and you know at the end of the year, that means gifts for the big guys up front. Offensive line, tight ends, they're going to get a nice little bonus from their big-time runner.
When did that become a thing, by the way, that the quarterback or running back gets gifts for the offensive line?
I can't go back and pinpoint it, but it's a great tradition, and it rewards those guys because they don't really get the attention that they deserve. We rarely call their names. It's a nice way for them to end their season.
Takes it to about the 37.
Try to get around and follow me anyway.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On second down, a run with Hall. And he'll have a Jets first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
I'm gonna lie.
That's on the guard, Laken Tomlinson. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Throwing now is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They'll run with Hall. Shifts past him at the 45. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
This is Wilson on a jet sweep. On this one, it may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. And his throw here is incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
I've been so sorry.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. To throw, it's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Jets first down as he'll wind up getting 7 there on 4th and 3. Here's Rodgers. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Rodgers.
Come on.
Pressure again, and down he goes again. Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there. Saying not so fast to a good drive. They marched to the end zone the last time out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets it underneath to Hall, and he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Well, they were 2 for 3 on 4th down tries. Now they're unsuccessful. That brings them down to 50%.
But that's a percentage you have to feel pretty good about. You know, 2 for 4, I mean, 2 for 3 before that. If they finally get stopped again, that's okay. That's the type of team that'll keep pressing. In this situation, they'll continue to go for it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield. That would complete to Trey Tucker. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And from the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Now it's O'Connell. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On 1st and 10, it's O'Connell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. O'Connell to throw on 2nd down. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. A final shot before break. O'Connell. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan White.
Down. Take it out, son. Take this out. This is how you end a half, bro. Pick it to 6.
It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown.
Jordan Whitehead.
But no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick 6.
And it's plays like that one that made them the most feared group
So
to face
all
this
you
year.
did. Wow, pick that shit off Tuesday.
How to work around them.
Yeah, how's that for a trade-off?
Big time
I traded you your pick for a
playmakers scattered
touchdown.
throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
Zerline now for the PAT.
Good.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece.
What?
As we are off door, halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the
They
third
got ball
quarter and
first.
continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward
like,
for 6
I got these
yards.
guys. I got these guys.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles around the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
You know that old expression?
Gain of
It's
2,
not
3rd
my
and
night.
1.
It
He's a
hasn't been
bird
his
and
so
one.
far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, here's Hall. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And it's a good acceleration.
Oh, they make him run so slow. When it comes to 24, like Breece Hall is so much fucking faster. And they make him run like so slow.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. Throw incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause.
You know, let nobody look downfield.
That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Oh, y'all gotta see
All games, so went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Oh, he had his fucking hand too.
The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And the Raider D
gonna
get
pass
the
him first
ball
now?
back. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now, both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how
you know,
each play
E-Kid?
work. Okay, what do we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. It's a gain of 35.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11th. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ooh, that was right on his
He's
fucking
tackled
sauce.
all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try and power it home here with a fullback Johnson. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Man.
Only a yard that
Man.
time, 2nd and goal.
Well,
You might.
with the ball,
You might.
bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
Oh, we almost blocked it just now.
Point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Hell, they're both the way the same
What
number
is
as
the
me.
Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away?
Wow. No sense.
And beyond the 20.
Anytime you fucking fall down, they let somebody punch you.
Just a yard pass there to the 21.
Like you punish, take a knee.
New York set to take the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Now we'll see if they can bring that pride to the offense this go-around. 86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. And they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, right back to Hall. Able to slither by. And he'll get this up to about the 40.
By one touchdown.
5 yards is the tally.
By
on
one
first
touchdown.
down. That brings up
Literally.
2nd and 5.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Hall again. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe.
We're in the cotton picking minutes.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Rodgers now to throw.
Wow. Really? Nobody was
Anthony
open.
Jennings able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers got to have this one.
Oh, I fucking had it. Oh, man. I got a good idea. Sorry. We'll be back.